Spring has sprung, and when the warm sunshine mixes with the splashes of raindrops, new trees, shrubs, and flowers begin to sprout. A botanist is a scientist who studies plants. Let's be botanists today and learn more about plants. The life cycle of a plant begins when a seed ends up in the soil by being dropped or blown from another plant. Once water and warm sunshine strike the ground, germination happens when the seed splits open and begins to grow roots, which keep it in place and get water and nutrients out of the soil. Then a stem begins to grow and leaves begin to form. This is called a seedling. The stem carries water to the rest of the plant, and the leaves absorb sunlight for the plant to use. Finally, flowers and fruits form, with seeds which fall into the soil and start the life cycle of a new plant.
If you'd like to grow your own plant, follow these steps. First, get some seeds. I chose these garden beans because I love vegetables and because right on the back it says they're container friendly, and we're going to be planting these in some containers. Fill a flower pot with some soil. If you don't have a flower pot, you can make one by taking a plastic cup and be sure to poke some holes in the bottom of it. This will allow the water to drain through. I like to poke about 6 holes in the bottom. 3, 4, 5, 6. You need to make sure that there's a way for the water to drain through so it doesn't get trapped inside the cup. Once you have a good flower pot or a cup that you've set up with holes in the bottom, fill it about halfway with soil. Then, plant 3 seeds into the soil, just in case some of them don't sprout. Be sure to spread some more soil on top. Last, find a warm spot to place your plant and be sure to sprinkle or spray it with enough water to keep the soil moist. You'll need to do this every day to make sure the soil doesn't dry out.
Many of the words I've been using use a 3-letter blend at the beginning. That means there's 3 consonants that we have to put together to make the beginning sounds. Let's practice that now. When you see the letters appear on the screen, say them out loud, and then we'll blend them together to make the word. S, P, A, spray. Ike, strike. To strike something is to hit it, like you can strike a nail with a hammer. Ow, throw. Remember, some letter patterns can make more than one sound. Throw doesn't make sense, but throw does. Throw. Ink, shrink. You can pinch the screen sometimes on tablets and phones to shrink the image. That means to make it smaller. Scream, scream. Now let's say the high frequency words. If you know the word when you see it, go ahead and say it. If you don't know the word, say it after I do. Before, front, heard. That's the past tense of hear. I heard something outside. Push, tomorrow. Your, that means something belongs to you. You brought your book to school. And we have a couple of vocabulary words which are a little trickier, and we need to know how to spell them and write them as well as what they mean. Difficult. If something is difficult, that means it is challenging or hard to do. Nobody. Nobody is a pronoun that refers to no person being there. Joke time. What is the scariest type of flower? A dandelion. Get it? A dandelion. How does a flower whistle? By using its tulips. This is a play on the sound of two lips we can use to whistle. What did one cactus say to the other cactus? You're looking sharp. If you say somebody's looking sharp, that can mean they look nice or they're dressed well. But cacti also have sharp little quills. Spelling words. I'm going to say some words and I want you to try to write them down on a whiteboard or a piece of paper as you hear each word. You can pause the video to give yourself time to do this and then unpause it to see the correct spelling of the word. For each word you get correct, give yourself 2 seeds, and then we'll count by twos to add those up and see how many seeds you got. You ready? The first word is strike. To strike something is to hit it. Strike. Spray. You can spray water from a hose or a spray bottle. Spray. Splash. The water made a splash when the dolphin jumped. Split. Split means to divide something or cut it into 2 parts, like a banana split. Scrape. You can scrape the soil when you plant your seeds to make them go down deeper. Or you can get a scrape on your leg if you're not careful when you're running. 3. That's the number 3. Know. Now, this is one of the words from last time. I know something if it's in my mind or in my brain. Write. Now, this version of write means to write something on paper or to write it down. Your. Your means it belongs to you. Did you bring your backpack today? Heard. I heard a noise. How did you do? You can count by twos to add up how many you got correct. Counting by twos will give you even numbers. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 is the most seeds you could get. That's 10 times 2, or 2 added up 10 times. Some people call this skip counting. Can you plant a bean? Let's find out by following along to the song and dance of that name by Dance and Beat Labs.